one's yours?
Mm-hmm.
So what?
Black like my soul.
Yeah. Like you saw after yesterday. Things got dark yesterday. Did they?
I'm still not fully recovered. I'm really on the edge of losing my...
And little tiny things are tipping her over to the dark side. Yeah, but we had a layover in Paris. We landed in Paris. She wanted to pee, so everything seemed normal for a second. She comes out, we go and we check our flight. We found out that our gate is whatever. We start walking there and, you know, she throws the phrase that just basically tells me, okay, so we're kind of... She says, oh, where's my passport? I'm like, oh, that's great.
So this is what I want to say happened. Washed my hands and I grabbed it and I knew I had it in my hand. I looked down at my hand and I was like, where's my passport? And I'm staring at my hand, I'm like, it was in my hand and now it's not in my hand. But I had my passport, my phone, and my boarding pass all like this in my hand, much like most other people do.
Though. She didn't lose her phone.
I didn't use my... And I was screaming at him the whole time, like, it's not in the trash cans. I did my hands in the dryer.
Yeah, she was screaming at me the whole day yesterday. That's just the bottom line. But I mean, obviously, from that moment on, the whole duration and the whole direction of the trip kind of... I think we should clarify a couple of things, and we should talk about what did we do and what could we have done differently next time doing it.
God, I don't know what, other than not lose the passport, what could we have done differently?
Boom, that's number one. First thing that we did, actually, we contacted the cleaning crew. They couldn't help us out. Then we had to find the manager in the airport. The manager was the woman that came up and told us about the whole WhatsApp thing that basically is the modern age lost and found. But that thing didn't have our passport. So after that, we were sent to the Air France, the airline that we were flying with. There was a clear possibility for us not to make our flight in a couple of hours time. The next thing was a police department. From there, we waited for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And then they brought a man from the U.S. Embassy. And he basically said, you're going to have to go to the embassy. We're going to write you a document to get out of the airport. We decided not to rebook our flight until we were absolutely sure we could get the passport, because we were kind of hearing different information about what we could actually get when we got to the embassy. And we were told when I called the embassy from the airport that if we don't get there before 4, they will not be able to even get us an emergency passport, because my GPS was telling us that it was going to take an hour to get from the airport to the embassy. I'll give you a time frame. That was right around 3 o'clock. 2 or 3 o'clock. Our flight was supposed to be at 3:30. So obviously we're missing that, and we needed to get to the embassy, which closed at 6. After going through a huge freak out, we did decide to go to the embassy. So we found an Uber, we went to the embassy, found the ATM, got an exact amount of cash that she needed. We did end up getting the emergency passport, figuring out Paris's metro on a flight, and figuring out the ticket situation on a flight about an hour before the last flight to Sweden that same day was a little miracle. And finding our savior, Bruno, who literally saved our lives. And a little tip, because before getting to Bruno, I was watching 2 people dealing with the ticket situations, and somebody was quiet and calm, and somebody was nervous and annoying.
No, it's not me.
The nervous and annoying guy ended up not getting his ticket.
When something like that happens, having to deal with big crowds of people can put me over the edge to the point where I'm like inconsolable. If you have problems with crowds, do not go to a metro in Paris. It's like when I've seen videos of the metros in like Asia and Japan.
In India.
They shove you in and you're so close to people you don't know. They're like
those kind of environments
to you, and you're just like,
it.
And I just got my passport stolen. Now I'm highly sensitive to people around me, because now I'm thinking...
Yeah, she's still leaving her phone in a pocket, which is exposed, and when I tell her to put it away, she gets mad at me. Because that's the I was like, I'm traveling with.
It was not in my pocket. I had it in my hand, and he told me, you lost your passport with it in your hand. You probably should put your phone away too. And I'm thinking like,
and the phone
dude,
was in a pocket.
I'm thinking... Something bad happened like that once already today. I doubt it's going to happen like that again. That's a pretty freak thing to happen, to somebody take something out of your goddamn hand.
So she's ready to play the lottery again.
That to me isn't lottery. It's statistics.
It's statistic.
Statistically cannot happen twice in a day. That's
so the
impossible.
woman that failed all of her math tests that she ever taken in life.
Excuse me, I got an A in statistics. The only A in math I ever got.
All right, hey, statistics in college. Let's statistically get the hell out of here. It's about a midday, so we lost the whole day with this whole traveling, but now we're finally in Sweden. So screw this. Let's go and discover what the hell does Stockholm offer us. Here we are at the Friends Arena. So that's the arena where the local club Ike plays. It seems like really fresh and new area. There are apartments around us. So you see these apartments? They're right next to the stadium. They're literally right across. Unfortunately, we would not be able to visit any games because it's not a season right now.
But this is pretty much what we do when we go to places. We prefer just to kind of like walk around and like see stuff, take pictures.
Just get lost in the city.
And it looks like it's really late, but it's only 5:57 p.m. Whenever we go to a new city, he tries to get a jersey from that city, get with his name and number. It's about 6:30. We were up at 4 because Oleg had to deal with some stuff from work at home. But also, I get up at 4 a.m. every day, so it's kind of hard for me to sleep in. And how could you sleep in when you're so excited to go adventuring?
Going to Discover City while everybody's asleep. Alright guys, so we're out of the Stockholm, but now we are taking a train to Copenhagen.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys out there. The journey from Stockholm to Denmark, I felt like was just fantastic.
5.5 hours, right?
5.5 hours, and then it took us about 15 to 20 minute walk from the central station in Copenhagen, and we're here.
I had a lot of recommendations from friends and my students about places to go in Copenhagen and things to try.
But we did want to have a vacation where we're not necessarily linked to the plans.
We kind of just wanted to show up and like see what happens.
And it's gonna be a good time, I have a feeling. Right now we are in a place called Freetown, Christiania. That's the place where you're not necessarily allowed to film, just down there. Because they're selling, there's a lot of shady business going on. Lots of hipsters selling drugs, violence, kind of thing.
We had to pee, but the bathrooms were still really clean for it being the drug district.
Yeah, lots of cool art though. Lots of cool art. The stadium is right behind me. However, we can't really walk around the stadium. And it's not because of the rules and regulations. That's because of the rule that's being imposed by this person to my left. This person hasn't eaten, even though... So Eva is super hungry. So we're just gonna film a little street which looks fantastic, which looks very beautiful. Hey, get in here, get in the shot, jeez. And then we're gonna go and find the place. Right now, though, our standards have gotten so low that I think we would eat anything.
So after a whole day of running around just to get a jersey and then trying to find a cafe that served traditional Danish pastries, we finally caved because we couldn't find any place and just got salad, bread, drinks, different selection of deli meats, sausages, and we're back here watching boxing before we go out again.
Watching Ukrainian guy boxing, hey, there's a difference there. Keep going. I'm about to fall off. Jesus Christ. Hey, keep going. What are you doing? What are we looking at? Where? Here? Oh, there. I thought this was a Little Mermaid.
Are you ready to go? It's cold.
Is it? Stuff by hand. They're not gonna be the same. We are basically getting ready to go back home. Our plane is tomorrow morning, so we have technically the whole day today, but our plane flies from Stockholm, and we are taking a train back to the city. Me and Eva, we both kind of agree that we had a little bit better time in Stockholm.
Stockholm's a lot more quaint. Copenhagen has a lot more touristy, hustle bustle kind of feel. It's crazier, it's wilder, but
Copenhagen, yes, we were able to even go and experience like a bar culture over here. We went to a bar and we had a drink yesterday. But
everything is
all,
bigger in Copenhagen. Everything is bigger. Stockholm had almost a sleepy feel to it, didn't it?
But homey, very homey.
We're done.
And we're getting ready to go home. I think that was a great trip.
It was fun. Mm-hmm. It started off really rocky though, so.
It started off really rocky, but it actually turned around, so I'm glad we did it.
Yes.
See you when we're back to LA.
All right, let's go. What?
You look at me like...
What are you going to do?
God damn it, I wanted to kiss you. Look at me like...
Here.
All right, well, let's do another one, because you looked at me like, what do you want from me?
Okay.